Hi guys, it's Key. Welcome to Books in Key and welcome to my first ever 24-hour readathon. I'm going to be doing a readathon for the Adventures through Wonderland challenge. This is Alice in Wonderland inspired. I've talked about it in my September TBR video and I will put all the information for it down below in the description box so you can check it out there. I have 3 prompts left and I'm going to read them out for you. So the first one is Flower Garden, read an aesthetically pleasing book. I had picked something else for this, but I read Nevermore, I think, for a book that is set in a strange world. And it was so good that I changed my TBR and I have picked up Wondersmith, which is the sequel to Nevermore. The cover is absolutely stunning and the story of Nevermore was so good that I just couldn't resist. I've actually already started this. I am on page 68 and so my first goal is to finish this book. The next 2 prompts kind of go together. So the first prompt is make yourself a cozy snack, and the second prompt, which is in the White Rabbit's house, is pick a book for a cozy night in. I am picking the Babysitters Club graphic novel because I just associate this with childhood and comfort and nostalgia, and I will be doing my cozy snack along with this later in the evening. Once I finish these final prompts, I have the last book left, which is the group book, The Train to Impossible Places, and I actually have an author signed copy, which I think is pretty cool. So my plan is to start with Wondersmith and then do the Babysitters Club graphic novel hopefully tonight, so that's my cozy night in, and then finish The Train to Impossible Places tomorrow. It is 6:15 p.m. here in Delhi. It is the 12th of September, so I'm going to start at 6:30 p.m. on September 12th, Saturday, and go till 6:30 p.m. on September 13th, Sunday. Oh, that's a lengthy intro done. I'm going to set myself up and then I'm going to start reading Wondersmith at 6:30 p.m. I have no idea what time it is, but I'm on chapter 10 and page 150. I just wanted to show you guys this. There's a chapter name and there are illustrations. Isn't that adorable? This is why I really like middle grade. I think by the time we're adults, we forget that slightly big fonts and really fun chapter titles and illustrations. It is almost 8 p.m. and I have finished more than half of the book, which I am so proud of. Hopefully, I will finish this tonight. So now I'm going to have my dinner, which is some soup that my husband made me, and keep reading. Here's my update. I am on page 258 of Wondersmith and I have till page 402 to go. So I still have some considerable progress to be made. However, I decided to do my cozy night in and I'm going to have myself a nice snack of a muffin and some leftovers from my kids' dinner, light a candle and really create that atmosphere of reading a very cozy, comforting childhood favorite read. This graphic novel is just too cute. Guess who finished the Babysitters Club? Of course, it's me. And it is just 10:10 p.m. That means I have some more time to read Wondersmith. Woo-hoo! It is 11:30 p.m. and I finally finished Wondersmith. So that means I have finished 2 books in the first half of my 24-hour readathon, because I'm going to go to bed after this and then I'm going to wake up at 6 in the morning and read for 12 hours from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. But I have successfully finished what I had planned for today. I want to talk about Wondersmith, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone who has not read Nevermore, but I just want to say the plot of this book is really, really good. The writing is brilliant, it's fast-paced, it's exciting, it's full of surprises. Morrigan Crow is an excellent character and one that you're really rooting for as she goes through all kinds of dangerous challenges. It's midnight and I've hopped out of bed with a sudden change of heart. So, I have completed all 5 prompts for the Adventures Through Wonderland readathon and I'm not so keen on the group book, so I've decided to go with my instinct and skip it. That means that readathon is all wrapped up and tied neatly with a bow on top. But this is a 24-hour readathon, so what am I going to do tomorrow? I am going to roll at least 2 or 3 times for Becca's Bookopoly again. I know it sounds a little ridiculous because I already played the game and I picked 3 books, but I actually am done with them. So I'm going to roll 2 more times and then I'm going to attempt to read and hopefully finish both the books in the 12 hours that I have tomorrow. And here we are at midnight with my Becca's Bookoplathon board all set up with the cards and my counter. And this time I actually have dice instead of using virtual dice. So let's give them a roll. Wow, okay, so I've got myself a 6. Here's my counter and my giant hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it says book with a dark cover. Alright, now I'm going to roll my dice for the second time. And I've come to a 3. 1, 2, 3. A book with light cover. So I've gotten dark cover and light cover. And I'm going to pick out the books and then show them to you guys. This is my enormous TBR shelf, by the way, so that's where I will be picking my books from. Okay, so here we are. I have my books picked out. The first one is We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson. I was actually planning to read this pretty soon, so I have sections marked off. This is a short book. I think it's a little bit less than even 200 pages, 150 I think. And it's about these 2 sisters who live in this haunted castle or mysterious castle with their uncle, and I think the rest of their family has been murdered or something. Not exactly sure, but this is very intriguing and I've been trying to read more horror, so I am very, very excited and I am going to start with this. My light covered book is Farewell to Manzanar, and this is by Jean Wakatsuki Houston and James D. Houston, and this focuses on the Japanese internment camps in America. Good morning, it is day 2 of my 24-hour readathon. I have now switched over to Bookopoly and I am reading the first book, We Have Always Lived in the Castle. And this book is so creepy. I am on page 40 and there are 146 pages in the book. So I think that I'm going great. I hope you're enjoying this guest appearance by my kids. I am at my parents' place and I actually brought my book with me because I had the last few pages to go, even though I've come here for a fitting for my clothes for my brother's wedding. Anyway, the clothes are beautiful and I'll show you in a minute, but first let me talk about the book. I can see why this book gets so much hype. It is gothic, it is atmospheric, it is scary, and even in the end you're left wondering a little bit about what you just read and what exactly happened. It is so good. I am just about to start Farewell to Manzanar, which is the true story of a Japanese American family who was sent to live in the internment camps at Manzanar, and of a native born American child who discovered what it was like to grow up behind barbed wire in the United States. So this promises to be really good historical fiction, which I love, but it also promises to be very, very sad. Let's see how it goes. I ended up taking a nap. It is 3:15 p.m. now. I was hoping I would be at least halfway through Farewell to Manzanar by now, but no. And now I have about a little less than 3 hours to read the book Farewell to Manzanar. I started but didn't get very far. I think I have just one chapter done. So I really need to get going now. I did it! I finished Farewell to Manzanar with 1 minute to spare. So it was a very thrilling rush to the finish. The book, however, is pretty hard hitting and sad. So not apparently it did happen, but this is something I didn't know about, that Japanese Americans, tens of thousands of them, were gathered up and put into internment camps during World War II. It is the author narrating her life experience. So she's talking about it from the point of view of a young girl who is American, yes, Japanese American, but she was born on American soil. And suddenly her world is disrupted. She has to go live in this camp. And then even when she comes out, she still faces prejudices because of how she looks. It was a hard-hitting book, a sad book, but also hopeful towards the end. And if you are a history fan or a World War II fiction fan, then I highly recommend you pick this up. It is non-fiction, but it totally reads like a story. And so let's do a very quick recap of what I read in this jumbled up 24-hour readathon. So I spent the first day, yesterday, reading books for the Adventures Through Wonderland readathon. For the prompt of aesthetically pleasing cover, I read Wondersmith, which I loved. And for the cozy night in, I read the Babysitters Club graphic novel and I made myself a lovely snack. And once I finished them at midnight, I decided to roll for Bookoplathon again, and I got 2 books and I finished both of them. So We Have Always Lived in the Castle and Farewell to Manzanar. Can you believe it? I finished all 4 of these books in 24 hours. Despite having slept at night and despite having taken a very long 2.5-hour nap, I finished these. I will be posting wrap-ups for both readathons, for the Adventures Through Wonderland readathon and Becca's Bookoplathon. And if you want to watch those, make sure you subscribe and definitely leave me a comment below letting me know what you thought of my first ever 24-hour readathon. Thank you so much for watching this vlog, guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.